we have a situation here that demonstrates what we've been saying, that vandalism is a significant challenge to the provision of power across the country. But more significantly, the scale of vandalism, as you have seen here, constitute a huge economic loss. Just a cautionary assessment is throwing us to about 80 million shillings worth of loss in this site alone. And this explains why it was necessary for us to have a moratorium to stem the appetite for this illegal destruction of strategic infrastructure. This means that we cannot connect Kenyans to power, which is the intention of this government. But more fundamentally, it throws up a possibility of sabotaging this country economically, which is why it is unacceptable. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the security teams. They have upped surveillance. Kenyans are helping in providing information, and I want to urge every Kenyan, as I have done before, to offer us information, because these acts are being committed within our midst. And it is the information we are getting from Kenyans that is leading us to following through. And we intend to follow this to the end. We just saw the unaudited reports of both the KPLC and KenGen, which provide a positive trajectory in terms of performance. So yes, the transformation journey is on, and that is why part of this must be the protection of our infrastructure. We have stood a security team to look at the security of the infrastructure from end to end, and they are working very well. I receive a report every morning on the state of the infrastructure. And so that is why the add up to that must be the Kenyan citizens. They must help us because we cannot be at every PowerPoint. The Kenyans are there, and we must get information from them. And that is why I take this opportunity, first of all, to show them what has happened so that they can see we are not making up stories, and to urge them to help us so that we can get more power to more people across the country. Well, I don't do suspects. I have just observed what has happened. We have seen the number of transformers, for example, totaling to about 15 upwards, vandalized. We have seen almost the equivalent of 200 big braziers that have been vandalized. We've seen wires, and the sum total of that is really significant in terms of what power we can get to the people.
So no suspect have been nabbed across this area?
You will be hearing about that.
What happens to the officers manning the scene? Because I believe it's not a scene that is just exposed.
Well, as I have said, the security officers are doing their job, and they are doing it well.
Thank you.